simply pay for a sub. And that's the ultimate goal, I believe. Hey all, it's Nim, or Nimicree if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today, we gotta put on our tinfoil hats, because it is conspiracy time. Blizzard is trying to stop players from making gold, so they either buy a token, or pay for the sub. Either way, Blizzard wins. Because cross-realm trading is coming with patch 10.1.5, free trading to any realm within a region. So on today's PTR notes, Blizzard has revealed that starting in patch 10.1.5, you'll be able to freely trade items and gold directly to any other character in the region. And the official blue post is from Blizzard: players will now be able to trade items and gold directly to characters on other realms in their region. Previously, this was limited to things like conjured items or eligible raid/dungeon loot, but all these cross-realm restrictions will now be lifted. Players will play with your friends and trade whatever you want to whoever you want. Now that sounds very player-friendly, right? That's the trick. It sounds very player-friendly, but let's go into why it isn't. So first I want to say that cross-realm trading by itself is not a bad thing. It's actually good. It's a good player move. I can give a flask to a person in raid group. It doesn't have to be conjured. I can give a rune. I can give whatever. That's fine. By itself, in a vacuum, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem comes when you do things like nerfing old content gold generation, where you cut things. Because I remember I used to farm Mythic Skyreach, and I could make, 3,000-4,000, and now if I go there, I'm lucky to make 2. That's a pretty significant gold nerf, which means it takes more time for me to earn gold, unless I do the old Activision idea, and I go to the shop, and I click WoW token, and would you look at that? Wow, it's a token, and it gives me 287,381 gold right now, if I were to just buy that and sell it on the auction house. And that's good for me, and Activision loves it, because now they not only did they get the price of a sub, but they got $5 extra that's just magic value, just added value for them, an extra, like a tip almost. Thank you for your service that I pay for. Now, I'm not against the WoW token existing. I'm against the gold nerfs that incentivize the WoW token to be sold. And with cross-realm trading, in addition to in patch 9.2.7, when they allowed cross-realm commodities on the auction house, that drives the price down. The easiest way to get gold in the game is for other players to give it to you. Well, how do you do that? Unless, if you're a really handsome streamer like myself, yeah, maybe sometimes you get gold from various people. But most people, including myself, have to sell things on the auction house or run content. So let's take a look at the map here. We'll take a look at the map, see what we got here. So let's go to Thaldraszus. So right there, 600 and let's say 620.4. So we'll do that math there. So let's pull up the calculator. Here we go. We're gonna pull up the calculator. Gameplay. Okay, so there's a calculator. Right. So let's do this. So 620 was the amount of gold gun. So we'll just do 620 just as a number here. So we'll do that there. So let's do some division. How many quests at 620 gold would I have to do in order to earn a WoW token? So let's go 287,000 divided by 620. That's 463 quests. So let's say 460. So that seems like a lot of quests to do. And that's at 620. So I realize that some quests are going to be less or more, depending. And okay, there's some variance in there. But that's still, for simplicity's sake, let's say it's 400 quests, right? You got to do 400 quests to get 287,000 gold. That means you got to have multiple characters. It means you got to play constantly. That means that by them nerfing the gold gain in old content, which you could run, and you could solo, and you could just kind of mindlessly go through it and talk with your friends on Discord and such, they're incentivizing you to do the new content because it's more rewarding, it's also more challenging, it's also, and that's one of the reasons why I think Dragonflight was implemented as an anti-bot measure, because it's harder to control in 3 dimensions than it is just on 2 and walking. So so 462. So let's 463 quests. So let's do this here. So let's go 463 divided by 7 equals 66, roughly 66 quests per day. If each quest take, let's say, 3 minutes, right? So let's go 3 times 66, 198 minutes. You're over. You're about 2.5 hours each time. Now my math could be wrong there, I suppose, but let's just check and make sure I'm not dumb. I might still be dumb. Divided by 60, it's 3.3. So so 3.3 hours roughly. So 3.3 hours every day, 7 days a week, at 620 gold to roughly do a WoW token. That's a lot of questing. That's a lot of questing. This is why the cross-realm trading and the gold nerfs and the cross-realm auction house are implemented by Blizzard in order to drive players towards zero, so that in-game gold sources are minimum, except for the one that they get money for. So if we go here, I think I have it pulled up still. Let's go here. So we can look here and we can see various things. This is the token price. So from the date range, right, from 2015, the 12th of April, it was at 17,907, all the way up to the high value of 304,958. And, you know, those are the ranges, and you can see blue is the U.S. region, so we can see it starts very, very low and then goes higher. And for various other reasons, certain regions have higher spikes and things, but that's, you know, not important at this point in time. For me, I'm in the U.S., so I'm only paying attention to the U.S. markets, because even with cross-realm trading, we can only trade in our region. I don't have to worry about international competition, and I think that's a good thing, because one, I feel like that service would break down, and two, it would absolutely drive everything to zero, because you would have people farming in other countries and then selling stuff and then just being done, and you have this ostensibly is pitched as player freedom, but it's designed because you have to now compete with more people, that there's one stable way to make money, right? You're either, well, technically two. You're good enough to sell runs, or you buy a token, or you do 66 quests per day. Let's say, you know, you could always run some stuff. You could always run some stuff. But think about that for a second. You know, imagine having your mythic runs, your mythics lock out. You can do it once a week. So if you have 7 characters, yeah, I guess you could run all that over and over again, or you could simply pay for a sub. And that's the ultimate goal, I believe. It's not to get people to buy a token, because that's $20 and poof, extra $5 of value, just magically. It's to get people to pay the sub. Because now you don't have to worry about grinding. You can just do stuff if you want. You can just play. And you know what? Maybe you don't have to play. Maybe you're tired of doing 66 quests per day. Maybe you're tired of that. And so you decide to just fork over $15 and bam, Blizzard still gets the money. They're running the table. You know, it's Bobby's world and we're just living in it. And that's the hustle. The false choice between, do I pay the 15 or the 20? Now, listen, I've been a paid sub for WoW for a long time. I work as an engineer, and it doesn't bother me. I just pay that, and we're done. Not everybody can do that. So I'm always cognizant of that. And so one of the things is, if you're not going to pay with money, you're going to pay with time. So I'm always a fan of people being able to earn things in-game. It's one of the reasons why I love the traders' tenders and the trading posts so much, because you can earn really cool things in-game through gameplay. One of the reasons why I'd be really upset if they sold traders' tenders on the cash shop, which they might be doing based on some data mine things, but that's another video entirely. So here's the thing, guys. Because of cross-realm trading and cross-realm auction house, they're incentivizing token sales by killing player ability to make gold outside of buying a token. So my question is, what do you think about that? Am I completely off base? Am I striving, raving mad? Or am I onto something? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you like the video or you like what I do a lot of World of Warcraft stuff, and we're starting YouTube streaming, so you can check that out as well. I appreciate it if you sub, as it helps the channel out a great deal, and if you like as well, from what I understand. This was a fun video to make, and there'll be links to my social media and Patreon down below in the description. I hope that you have a pleasant day, and may the amount you're farming drop on the first kill.